Hello everyone, welcome to another hashtag trending with me, Ali Reza. The world is going through a climate crisis from Africa to China and Europe, and everyone is talking about this emergency situation, including us in this edition. Stay tuned. Crisis has hit the headlines following an unprecedented drought in Europe, but vulnerable countries in Africa and Asia are paying a higher price for the disaster. The crisis has highlighted the need to take urgent action to avert a bigger disaster. Millions of people may go hungry due to the drought and massive flash floods. Now, social media users have also weighed in their opinions on the issue. The first comment comes from John Gibbons on Twitter. We were warned that mega droughts could cause rivers to run dry by mid-century. Well, it's happening right now, from 66 disappeared rivers in China to Germany and US Midwest. We're in a climate emergency despite our efforts to pretend otherwise. Graham Catt said, keep on burning that fossil fuel, the world will be just fine. Hashtag climate emergency. Rahmat Tunio has our next tweet. In Sindh, as many as 0.5 million people in the province are homeless. Standing crops over 1.15 million acres have been destroyed. More than 37,000 houses are submerged and 216 people drowned in recent floods. Michael Dunford has our next tweet. Historic drought affecting up to 22 million people is increasing the risk of famine in the Horn of Africa. WFP, World Food Programme, is scaling up its support in Kenya, Ethiopia and Somalia to avert catastrophe. Europe has been hit particularly hard by the disaster. The green continent has seen intense heat waves, little rain and wildfires. Almost half of the continent is now threatened by drought. Major rivers' water supplies have dwindled and the low water levels have impacted the transport of goods and energy production. Moving on to our next batch of comments, Johannes Stern said, Europe is facing its worst drought in 500 years. Major rivers and lakes are drying up, farmers are facing unprecedented crop failures, and energy supplies are collapsing amid unprecedented heat, wildfires, and lack of rainfall. Mike Hudema has our next tweet. Recent droughts in Europe have made the hunger stones visible. These stones were used to mark desperately low river levels that would forecast famines. This one in Elbe River is from 1616 and says, if you see me, cry. Brendan May has shared a video with us. Palermo, Sicily. If you think this sort of catastrophe has always been the norm, you're a large part of the reason it's now actually becoming the norm. Terrible scenes day in, day out in every corner of the globe. On to our next tweet by Bruce Williams. Worst drought in Europe in 500 years, worst heat wave in China in 60 years, flooding in Dallas, water shortage in US Southwest, climate change is here, it's real, and it's a disaster. We need to wake up. Like I said, many people have called for urgent action to avert the crisis. Huge energy corporations, which are making huge profits, have been criticized for putting profit first and the climate not second nor third or really anywhere on their list of priorities. Let's take a look at some comments. Our final batch. Anjani tweeted, human greed at different levels has been destroying the planet. We need responsible and aware leaders. Tegan Talula tweeted, individual lifestyle change isn't enough to solve the climate crisis. We need systemic change. But how do we get that? It comes back to individual people taking action. Nicholas Omonuk has our next tweet, rather short one. Stop funding fossil fuels now. And our final tweet comes from Eco-Friendly. The climate crisis will eventually be resolved either by design or by disaster. The question is, which path will humans choose? And with that, we have reached the end of another edition of Hashtag Trending. Many thanks for tuning in. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.